Isn't it annoying when somebody books a consultation or you book a consultation for a prospect and then they just don't show? It's super frustrating, especially if you've had to travel down to your studio or gym to get this booking in. Now, what I want to show you today is a few ways that you can help maximize no-shows to really help you make the most of people turning up for face-to-face consultations, online consultations, or what other type of bookings that you're doing. So first, let's dive straight into the Mac. So you can see here now, the first thing I wanted to show you is potentially split testing two different booking pages. Now, if you're sending people to booking pages, sometimes it's better to test either or to see which one is going to give you the best results. Now, the reason we want to test which one's getting you the best results, because if you have just one page running all the time, that page might only be converting at, let's say, 20%. You create another page that's worded just a little bit differently, maybe got a few different pictures or just formatted in a different way. That might get you a 25% booking rate, which means the extra 5% is going to give you way more people booking into your calendar. So the first step is always trying to have a split test, trying to run two different calendars. Now, if we go to this one here, a real simple one, for example, now. When this one loads up, we can see the first thing we're trying to do is letting them know that we have limited spaces. So we basically say it's the final step. Now, the reason we put scarcity in there is because it attracts people in and it makes them feel like they have to get this done now or they're going to miss out on being able to take this offer up. So we've put final step. We only take 10 new studio gym owners each intake. So to ensure you secure a place, please book a call. Please note, we may close the intake. So again, just putting a little bit more scarcity in there, letting them know. And then we make it as easy as possible. So you can see it's a 3-day in advanced calendar. Now, the reason we have a 3-day in advance calendar is we don't want people to book in and feel motivated today, and then when it comes to, let's say, next Tuesday or 5 or 6 days away, they're not feeling as motivated, they're not as excited, they're not raring to go as much as you would like them to be. So if you give them only the option to book a calendar appointment within the next 3 days or maybe even the next 2 days, you know they might still have that real feeling of motivation in their head to want to turn up for that appointment. So one of the first things out of the gate to make sure people are turning up for these consultations is make sure your availability is limited to 2 days in advance or 3 days in advance. Now, when we look at it now, we simply pick a time and date, put it in, and then we keep it super easy for them to book in. And we press schedule meeting. Now, once you've scheduled the meeting, we then need to have what we call a thank you page, a page that lets them know what happens next. So if we go back now, and I'll show you a different variation of this page, let's go to this one here. Now, when somebody goes to book on this page, let's say we're booking at 4:30 p.m. today, contact details in, this is going to take them to a page that lets them know exactly what happens next. Now, the reason we need to let them know what happens next is because it lets them know what's going to happen, where they need to be, what's going to happen, and so forth from there. So it's great news. We've just confirmed your booking. We're going to be sending you a SMS or WhatsApp shortly, and you can just hear my laptop going crazy now because I've just booked in twice. So it's letting me know that I've booked in, but it's going to let them know. So it's letting them know exactly what's going to happen next. And then, as you can see in this next bit now, we have a sentence that really puts the pressure on them to make sure that they turn up for this consultation. And what it says, finally, if you cannot make this appointment for any reason, please let us know by replying to any of the SMSs or emails or by reaching us out on social media. And then we put nice and easy, add David on Facebook, join the Facebook group. So it's really easy for them to know what's happening from there. So we've got the booking page, nice and easy, 3 days in advance. That's all we want it to do. Thank you page lets them know what happens next and things to do following on. So to check your Facebook out, join your Facebook group, come and join your website. Then it comes to the follow-ups. Now, if we head over to this new tab here in the follow-ups, what we want to do is have a follow-up procedure in place that really forces or really lets the booking person know what happens next and to remind them to turn up for this appointment. So a new booking happens, it's going to wait 2 minutes. Now, the reason we're going to put a wait 2 minutes in this is maybe it was an accidental booking. Maybe you book them in yourself by accident and you want to cancel it. So we never put anything instant just in case something might just go slightly wrong. So a booking happens 2 minutes later, it then stops them from getting any other automations that you have. Now, if you're using a software like LeadDeck, for example, and you've got multiple automations going whereby somebody books in, but you've also chasing them down to make sure they do book in, you don't want them to book in and then have a text or email saying, hey, I noticed you haven't booked in. So make sure we have that in. It then updates them in the pipeline there. And what we want to do next is to make it feel like to them it's actually you doing it, to try and be as personal as possible. So once they book, we put a 20-minute wait in. Now the reason we're doing that is we need them to feel like we're going to confirm this booking, and that's what we do. That's what we say then in the next text and email. So we go down to the next text and email, and it's saying your booking, your appointment for whatever they've booked has been confirmed. So they feel like a real human being has been away and confirmed that appointment with them. This will be held at business address, or it could be your Zoom link, or whatever you need to do. We'll also send you an email with full confirmation. Just let us know if you have any questions in the meantime. Your name, client care manager. Again, make it feel like it's a real person doing this. If we then go to the email again, the email gives them a breakdown, confirmation of the thank you page, and links to be able to book it into their Google Calendar, their iCalendar, their Outlook calendar, whatever they're using, again, to make sure that they've got it booked in. It's definitely in their calendar, and there's no way they can forget about this. We then move down to the day before. So remember, like we said, we want to book no more than 3 days in advance. So if they book 3 days in advance, they book today, they'll have nothing tomorrow, and then the day before, there's a text message and email goes out. Now, when we send these text messages and emails after the initial confirmation, we need them to respond to it, okay? It can be either reply, ask a question, how far is it going to take, or how long is it going to take you to travel, anything that's going to get them to reply. By getting to reply, the chances of them turning up is much, much greater. So what we do is the first email goes out, and again, it gives them a breakdown, how to find us and everything, keeping it real simple. That's an email. The thing with these emails, sometimes it goes to the spam, or maybe they just dismiss it. But the text message is all about, please reply yes to confirm you receive this reminder. Again, super important. That then really makes them want to reply either yes, I'm definitely coming, or no. Now, if they respond with no, that's great, because you know you don't have to waste your time to go down there. But if they reply yes, you know they're definitely coming. And even if they do respond with no, at least then you can work back and find out why and get them rebooked in for another day. And then it waits 3 hours before the appointment, and this time we don't bother with an email, we just send a text straight away. Again, exactly the same. Just a friendly reminder about your appointment today at start time. Please reply with yes to confirm you're still attending. We're looking forward to speaking with you. Again, real simple, nothing crazy, nothing that's really going to make it difficult, a real simple one. And the one thing I haven't put in this automation is potentially giving gifts or showing insights into your fitness business. So maybe once they apply or book that consultation, it waits 20 minutes, and then it sends a confirmation that the booking's confirmed. Then you wait a couple of hours and you make another personal text, or make it feel personal. Hey, thanks for booking. I just wanted to send you this little PDF that shows what we do and show some of our success stories. That then gets them excited about the appointment that they've coming up. We then could even put some more in, basically, maybe where we're talking about, here's a nutrition guide, or here's some principles that we focus on with our training. Something, again, that really builds them up. But at the same time, you don't want to give them too much that scares them. Overdoing something sometimes really puts a negative feeling, like it's going to be really complicated. It's going to be real hard work for them to want to turn up and do this, that it scares them away. So a nice, easy one, text and emails, just reminding them and asking them to confirm, and also maybe a little prospectus showing them the type of results that you've got, and maybe going through some real basic stuff so it gets them motivated and excited about what it is they're coming in for. Hopefully, if we can get the landing page, the thank you page, and all these automations sorted, your booking rate and turn-up rate is going to be much, much higher, which then is going to lead to more sales. I hope you've enjoyed this kind of walkthrough training. If you have any other training requests, as usual, do let us know in the comments, and I'll see you all next time.